taking on. I can't sing this song. I want to, but I can't. Copyright.
Copyright indeed.
But can we get copyrighted for humming?
No. And in fact, if we sing it out of tune, it'll keep it from happening. Alright. Hi guys, I'm Zero.
I'm Kowai Yume.
And we're here again for another Plasma Cast where we talk anything nerdy that comes to mind. So.
This is why I have no friends.
What specifically is the reason why?
That's why. That's why I don't have friends. Just that alone.
Alright. So we're going to start off by saying that the Plasma Cast format's changing a little bit. Every week we're going to start talking about different topics that we choose off camera. And we'll surround some discussions with that. If we can actually fill the entire thing. We might choose more than one topic each week, but we're going to be a little bit more together. Boop. No, you let me.
No! Who said you get to touch the goods?
Your nose is the goods?
Yes, it is. You keep wanting to touch it, so that automatically makes...
I got it. Inflation is down.
Why does this happen?
I don't think the camera can hear you.
Why does this happen to me? Someone's headphones. If they listen with their headphones, it's just gonna be pissed off.
I should I should start telling people just turn up the volume.
Turn it up! Turn up the volume! You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Jesus? Yes, Jesus can hear you.
Oh my God.
Actually, that reminds me. I was actually talking to my stepmom, and someone was telling us a funny story about how I can't even tell the story because it's too damn long. Should I tell the story? I don't know.
We have like anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, I'll try to tell the story fast, but that'll be difficult. Okay, so this burglar enters into some old woman's house, knows she isn't there, but he keeps hearing her voice talking while he's looking around.
Voice talking?
Yeah, he keeps hearing a voice talking, saying "You're not supposed to be in here," blah blah blah. And he's like, "Who the heck was that?" And he's just like, "You're not supposed to be here." And then he finds out that it was the parrot. And then the parrot's like, "You want to meet Jesus?" And the burglar's like, "I'm not gonna meet Jesus." And he's like, "Well, you're gonna meet Jesus." And then the dog, whose name is Jesus, comes running out, attacking him, and he's like, "Get him, Jesus, get him!"
Mauled by Jesus.
Yes.
Mauled by Jesus.
And that's why I want to name my next pet Jesus, so I could be like, "You want to meet Jesus?"
I'm gonna offend some people. I want you to name your dog Jesus. I want to name a dog oh man, shit.
Gandhi? I don't know.
No, not Gandhi. Vishnu.
Oh gosh.
Vishnu and I want it to be a female, so Vishnu and Jesus can make pups. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna do very well for anyone who's a religious fanatic. But I really feel like not many religious fanatics would watch our channel to begin with.
Oh yeah. I'd be amazed. I'd be really amazed if any religious people really watch our show. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if they do, we're not against any religions. We're very open, coexisting.
In fact,
channel.
Thank you for watching still.
Yeah, if you're still watching, then either you're a horrible person, or
people who watch our show are horrible people, apparently.
That's the honest truth. Come on, we play Cards Against Humanity.
That is true. We need more viewers on it. But
yeah.
Oh man, what was I gonna say?
It'd be better if we did it live.
Would be. You need to do that. We need like 3 cameras for that.
Okay. Anyway.
So today's topic is going to be animes that we think would be. What did you say?
I was gonna say, shouldn't I say it? Because
yes,
you were starting to fall
with it.
apart on your own words. Okay. Our topic is, if you had to choose 2 animes, in the sense of one anime being a cameo in another anime. I don't think cameoing is a word, but Being a cameo in another anime, what 2 animes would you choose? Like, would you be like, let's have Naruto cameo in One Piece or some random crazy weird thing like that? Or be like, oh no, let's have, like, Inuyasha cameo in Psychopath. See how well that works out.
I think he'd be completely and utterly confused as to everything that's going on.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Kagome would be like, this is not the world I left it in. This is what happens when you stay back in time. You were supposed to get married to that other boy in your own time, but you had to go back in time and change history. Now the butterflies are all going with their effects and stuff.
Oh gosh. So what would you choose for your 2 animes?
If I could choose one, I'd have to choose more than one. If I could choose a couple to cameo into each other, I would cameo. Man, this is actually a hard one. I'm trying to think.
Right?
I'm trying to think of 2 that would blend. 2 that would blend really, really well together. Oh shit. I'm gonna go with Gundam. Any Gundam except for I think it's SD, the one where the Gundams are the size of people and they got anime eyes and stuff. No, any Gundam other than that, and I'd love to see Gurren Lagann mixed in with that.
Oh gosh.
That'd be intense.
While you were explaining that, I just thought of what mine would be, which would be so bad.
What's that?
I'd want to have Berserker. Is it Berserker or Berserk? Berserker.
Berserk.
Yeah, Berserk cameo in Fruits Baskets.
Is that a cameo or is that just everyone in Fruits Basket on the ground?
Just dying
dead
and Berserk like, wow!
He'd be like, why is it so colorful here? Nothing is real! You're a fucking demon. He'd pick them up and eat them.
That'd be beautiful.
I'd like to see, man, if there are ones I'd love to see just to blend well together.
Can I go?
Go.
I just had okay. Rosario Vampire cameo in One Piece. Cause you know why. Cause what's his face? The blonde-haired one? I forget his name. Sanji would be like, oh!
Sanji would, especially Sanji now, every time he sees a woman, he gets a nosebleed that shoots him into the sky. Well, I'm not sure if he got over that or not. But he pretty much goes Super Saiyan anytime he sees a hot girl in distress.
I don't know if you would say Super Saiyan.
Oh, no, he has a technique now where his whole body gets covered in flames and his hair just, like, flows with it.
Okay, yeah, then he totally went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I don't know. They really haven't explained why his body can do that.
Another good one.
Okay, go.
I'm sorry, I'm just coming up with like the most stupidest ones where it'd just be hilarious to watch. Hellsing Abridged. I want to see Hellsing Abridged. Not just the abridged version. I want the original. I want the abridged version to do a cameo. I would love to see that actually in Inuyasha. Because you just...
Oh my god.
You would hear all the sass.
Inuyasha! Inuyasha! Oh god, shut up, both of you! Jesus Christ, I'm just trying to get some sleep around here. Why am I in rural Japan?
Oh my god, that's so good. Actually, just Vampire, like, Hellsing Abridged, just have him cameo in every anime, because you know it would just be 10 times funnier after that.
Oh my god, it would be, especially... oh man, seeing him in serious shows, that the real Alucard fits in anywhere serious, but abridged Alucard with Takahata 101, oh my. Just him anywhere. Imagine him in a harem.
Oh, imagine if Rosario Vampire would be like,
you'd be like, this is bullshit, all of you fucking...
You're not a real fucking vampire, I'm a real fucking vampire.
He'd eat that chick for lunch and then look at all the other bitches and be like, how old are you? I don't care, I'm centuries-year-old. Oh, man. Or Vegeta, the abridged version Vegeta.
Oh, gosh. That'd be hilarious.
He'd just shit on everybody, just because he'd be stronger than most animes.
Yeah.
Okay, I say most, but it's pretty much all of them.
Oh,
Yeah, DBZ's a little cheap. It's a cop-out anime that people go to. Well, my anime is better than your anime. I like them to go. I like to see, for one that actually kind of would make sense and would be cool to see combined, I would love to see Yu Yu Hakusho. It's an old anime about a boy who dies. He learns how to come, well, he doesn't learn. He's given the opportunity to return back to his body because he died in a way that he wasn't supposed to. He died trying to save someone when no one in heaven thought he would do anything like that because he's kind of a dick. And then there's Ichigo from Bleach, who is kind of a dick to everyone except for the dead, and he can see the dead. And eventually they both become like detectives for another world. An otherworldly other world, you know, ghosts and shit. Like, I'm not going to spoil anything if people haven't watched either of them too much, but they would go hand in hand. They both fight spirits, they both fight ghost-like apparitions or demons, and then the personalities mix really well, except Yusuke is a bit more of a pervert than Ichigo. Pulling up skirts and all the time.
That would be actually really cool. But, oh my gosh. Now, what I would love to see is Stan Lee. It's not even anime related anymore by this point, because I'm just saying Stan Lee cameo in the X-Men anime that I came across on
Oh my god.
Crackle. Not a sponsor.
The one with... Isn't that a very short anime?
I mean, it has, like, enough episodes for, like, a one season type thing, but it was, like, really cool. The animation was really cool. I loved... Well, there's, like, two separate animes. There was, like, two separate X-Men animes. One of them I just thought was stupid.
Yeah, don't watch the one with that's specifically just Wolverine.
Yeah, that's all about Wolverine. That one's
bad.
just so bad. The other one actually has, like, the really cool graphics where it's kind of more, like, realistic anime. Like, because what I consider realistic anime is, like, where it's not, like, the giant anime eyes, but, you know, like, you still... It's an animation, and it...
You can tell it's an anime, but they're trying to go for, like...
More realistic
a humanoid betrayal.
Kind of like how Berserk is as an anime.
Yeah.
That one's really good anime. That X-Men is a really good one. And also, they didn't make Wolverine be like, I'm hot, I'm Wolverine. They made him like, I'm buff, and I'm kind of hairy.
And I'm an animal.
Wolverine. I'm an animal, and I'm Wolverine. Like, that's how... I would just love to see just Stan Lee, not even as an anime character, just as himself, just be like, well, this is quite the new cameo I've ever done in my life.
He'd just be sitting there like, oh gee, I might actually die in one of these cameos because this is anime.
Well, like, he cameos in everything else, but...
He
like,
was in Big Hero 6.
Was he in Big Hero 6? I didn't even know that. That's not even... Is that... No, why would he cameo in that?
Because Marvel helped with it.
Oh, okay.
And, or Marvel came up with it. I'm not sure which...
I would have to say they probably helped with it, because it's still considered a Disney movie.
But, basically, like, in the scene where they go into that guy's mansion, there's a family portrait. That's Stan Lee. And then at the very end, his son finds the room with all these superhero masks, and turns out Stan Lee was, like, a big geek himself in the movie. Go figure. So, by the way, while we're on the subject of Marvel, if any of you are confused about the fact that there are animes of DC and Marvel, there are actually plenty. All you gotta do is look them up. There's one for X-Men. I believe there's one for Iron Man. You found a few others, didn't you? I know there's one for Batman, but that's kind of
are you talking about more of like the cartoons that were created in
I'm talking about the actual Japanese anime versions.
I think the only ones I really ever came across was the X-Men related ones, because I was just like looking up on Crackle, just like, well, whatever, let's go and blah, blah. And then I was like, hey, look, X-Men! I didn't know they had an anime, and I totally freaked out, and I just burped, excuse me. But,
I'm pretty sure there is a Batman one, but they made him fat, if I'm thinking of the right one. Correct me if I'm wrong, Internet.
That's disappointing. But it wouldn't surprise me if Stan Lee cameoed in any of the animes that they've created for any of the Marvel-related genres that he's come up with over the years. Just because he's cameoed actually in that Amazing Spider-Man ride that's in I believe it's Islands of Adventure. He did, because he was the dump truck driver, because as you're going through the ride and you're wearing like the 3D glasses and everything's popping out at you, like you run into a dump truck that's coming down an alleyway and you see Stan Lee driving the dump truck and he's just like, what the heck is going on here? And I didn't realize it was him until later on when I went back there like last year, I think it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just realized Stan Lee even cameos in his own freaking roller coaster rides. Like, that next thing you know, you see him in games, and then you can play as Stan Lee in a video game of Marvel.
Man.
That'd be awesome. Play as Stan Lee. Heck
Yep.
yeah. I create you, I can destroy you.
Stan Lee is just too incredible.
Oh,
you know, a lot of people give crap. A lot of people get really annoyed for some reason when they see Stan Lee cameo and stuff. But I mean, maybe it's because I watched the documentary. I believe I watched it with you.
Well, you watched it without me. Because I only watched the beginning, and then you finished the rest without me, and then I was just pissed.
I'm sorry.
And I was like, really?
Sorry.
What kind of friend are you?
You should finish it. It was really good.
If they still have it on Netflix.
They
not
do.
Sponsored.
They do. Yeah, Netflix is not a sponsor. No one is, but but Stan Lee did a lot of hard work in order to get to where he is, and he was always like a rebel when it came to the way he did things. He made pretty much every other superhero he made to go against the hate that America was giving to any specific thing. Black Panther was because people were saying, oh no, black people are about to get their rights, and he's like, damn right, I'm going to make them have a superhero. Like, they're going to look cool because of me. People were against scientists and radiation, so he made the Hulk, and then...
Well, wasn't the very first cartoon he actually ever made in his own name was Captain America because of it being during the war?
It was during World War II. He created Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
You thought it was after World War II? I don't know.
I think it was during World War II.
I think it was during World War II after he was out of the service. Mm-hmm. Fun fact, he was actually in the service alongside Dr. Seuss, and there is another famous writer that he was in there with, but I can't remember. I could be wrong, internet. Could be wrong. But I do know he was with Dr. Seuss.
You know, you're just spoiling so much good stuff before I even get a chance to finish it.
Well, that's why I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to stop talking about it now. Don't hurt me. She will hurt me. When this camera goes off, trust me, guys.
I'll hurt you even if the camera's on.
I know.
Man. I mean, come on. Considering some of the worst things that's happened on camera.
Throwing an axe in front of us.
Freaking TVs. That
Gold
was
line.
okay.
No throwing axes when people are 2 feet away from us.
Gosh. Learn.
Gold Lion, he'll be in the next podcast. He's actually in the podcast we recorded before this. We record and then I upload every the Friday after. But the podcast before this is going to be very, very, very interrupting, and it's going to be the least professional we have. We had Ricky, or Ricktard, for those of you who have ever seen his name on Xbox.
Weren't you not supposed to say his real name?
He already did. He didn't care.
Yeah, whatever.
But,
Guess what, everybody? I'm Ricky.
AKA Retarded!
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah,
I had to tell him a couple of times not to interrupt. And me, you, and Gold Lion are on. We're pretty good about it. Taking turns.
Well,
talking.
imagine if all 3 of us were in the room.
Oh man, it would be so difficult.
We would just be talking over each other. That's the whole podcast. It's just us talking over each other. There would be no chance for anyone to speak.
If you could pick, if you could pick 2 video games to overlap, like the anime discussion we were talking about earlier, which characters would you?
Oh, I already know. I would choose Legend of Zelda. I don't have a specific one for that. Just in general, I just want Link to be in this. Akiba Strip.
Link and what's Akiba Strip again?
Akiba Strip. It's an anime game that is for, I don't know if it's just for the PS4 or it's probably for more than just the PS4. But the whole point is that you were genetically engineered because you have like this obsession with like figurines, and like you're an otaku and you like are obsessed with merch, and you wanted to get a job where they would be paying you in merch and figurines, and it was all a plot to capture him and change him into kind of like these human-made vampires. They're not really vampires because they don't drink blood, but they do absorb life energy from people around them. And then this girl comes out of nowhere, like saves him, gives him her blood, because I think that somehow neutralizes him from being evil of some way. I'd have to go through it again, but the whole
Spoilers.
yeah. Well, it's all at the beginning of the game, so it's not that big of a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Because they explain all of this at the very beginning of the game. And then what happens is that you have to go kind of like save the world from that corporation, like these subhuman vampire creatures. And the way you do it is by fighting them and stripping them of their clothing. That's the whole point. Like, it's PG-13 because they're wearing underwear underneath, and you do guys and girls. But the whole goal is to strip them of the clothing so that way when sunlight hits them, they become powerless and then end up dying. And I want to see Link go through a game where he has to strip the characters because, you know, he can't say anything. So he'd just be like, ah.
I know exactly which Link I would want to do that. I would want the Wind Waker Link to do it because he's got the most personality in his face. He's the only one I know that changes his personality all the time. Aside, I know Skyward Sword does, but fuck Skyward Sword.
Just imagine a chibi version of Link just going like, and then just like looking at like stripping people. He's like, what am I doing? And he has to do it to save Zelda. He has to strip people in order to save Zelda. That's like the perfect like player anime. Like for any guy who's like, Hirams, I love freaking naked chicks and all this stuff. Hiram this crap. It's awesome.
The final boss isn't Ganon, and for once it's like a demonized Zelda, and in order to beat her you have to just strip her down.
Oh gosh.
Fanboys unite, make this a reality.
Oh gosh, if anyone made it to a game, I'd be so happy.
There's a video game character that's also a Marvel character that I'd love to see in Dark Souls. I would love to see Deadpool in Dark Souls with no guns, just swords and bows and arrows.
Oh, that'd be so easy for him because you know he'd just have fun.
It would be easy, but at the same time he'd just be running through it like without any of his equipment, any of his Marvel equipment, just what he could find in Dark Souls. He'd just run around. Oh, hey, it's a dude. Okay, that sucked. Just constant, like, smashing, and then he'd, like, eventually he'd get too overpowered.
I think he'd have more fun if he was in Bloodborne. I mean, it's from the same people, but that's just because of the monsters you have to go through. Like, I think his commentary would be a lot more funny if you played that. Actually, have him play both. I mean, come on. But, yeah. That would be funny to watch, because the only reason you would ever want Deadpool to be in a game is his commentary. Mm-hmm. His commentary is just priceless.
Although his game was very repetitive, his commentary was still the shit. And especially during the cutscenes, because after a while it does lose its flavor playing through the game, him saying the same shit over and over and over and over and over, which you know he probably would do anyways, just because he would know it would annoy the players. Oh man.
Well, the people who made the game probably.
Marvel.
Well, it's funny because I look at the one Deadpool comic book I got. In Deadpool We Trust, because it's all about him going and killing the undead president. And it's pretty much a lot of sass, because in certain points, like, there's like letters to like the editors or letters to Deadpool in general that they incorporated, and Deadpool replies to some of these, and he is the sassiest person. Like, I think the best part of that whole comic book was just reading the letters written to the editor and things like that, just to see what Deadpool's reply was, because it was so sassy.
Characters like Deadpool, I feel like more and more writers should do if they have extensive universes in their games or anime, because then they have a character that can actually talk to people and actually, instead of writing what they think they would do as a person, they just write, oh, what would this character respond with? And they can literally make it anything. And with Deadpool, it could literally be anything. Same thing with, if you look at Team 4 Stars, TFS Gaming, they're not usually themselves, they are their characters that they portray in DBZ Abridged, which means like they could have already played the game all the way through, but their characters haven't, and their reactions can be completely fake, but they're still hilarious because they sound real through their characters.
I like watching Krillin play, what game is it? It's a horror game.
Krillin plays Alien Isolation, no. Krillin plays Outlast.
Outlast, yeah.
Oh,
now that's funny.
That game gave me issues.
Oh,
just
man.
the part where you're just laying on the bed, you look down, oh hey, look, there's my junk, it's about to get cut off.
Like, I remember I didn't get to play that much of it, but I was playing with my friend Matt in his room, and he had the lights on. He's like, I swear, this is the scariest video game I've ever played. Any other horror game does not even compare to Outlast. And I started playing it, and I'm like, I get it because of like the jump scares and stuff, but I'm like, is it really the scariest?
I'd say Amnesia is still, for me, mostly because...
Really? Amnesia?
Amnesia and Silent Hill 2, mostly... Or
Silent Hills!
Games
Let's just play the demo. Silent Hills, that freaking PV demo. Now that is the scariest thing. Once I just saw her standing in the hallway, I'm like, nope, 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 throw the controller. Screw this. I'm not playing. I'm done. It was horrible. Just turning that corner, because it's so realistic how they did it. And just turn a corner, just see her standing in the darkness of the hallway with a bat light on the back of her, and I'm just like, oh.
We watched 2 Let's Players, PewDiePie and Markiplier, one that didn't finish it, one that did, Markiplier didn't, PewDiePie did, and we actually just got cut off due to time, and we're going to give it a few more minutes before we go. You were saying that you do have to collect all the pages? I mean all the pictures?
You have to collect all the pieces to the picture.
Man.
The picture's ripped up, and they're hidden in the most obscure places where it's like, really, like, Ghost Lady, you had to put them, like, up on the freaking ceiling and, like, in the most weirdest places.
Some of them are on the ceiling?
One of them is, yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, so it's like...
And we gave up looking for the pictures, too. And I think it was after the 3rd or 4th death meeting, you were like, oh.
Because, like, we actually... That's why me and Matt actually had to look up online where the heck the last picture was. Because even, like, in that game, they have a picture that's hiding in the menu screen.
Oh yeah, I remember when
where you have to take up the whole brightness, and then it pops up, and then you're just like, really?
Oh,
really?
Pew just didn't even show him collecting that, so...
No, he just showed the scary stuff.
Yeah, he showed the scary stuff. He showed the money shots.
He didn't want... I'm pretty sure he probably did because he didn't want to ruin the whole game, because it's a demo, so obviously he's like... He didn't want to ruin it.
Ugh. Another
You're not Jabba the Hutt.
I'm sorry, I didn't know where that came from. I kind of just failed at English and I just rolled with it for a little bit. Well, I believe we're just about out of time for this week's Plasma Cast. But for I can't English right now.
You can't English. Can you in English? Nope.
Nope. For today, we would like you to leave comments in the description below as to which animes do you wish could make a cameo into other animes. Also, we do know about the fact that, you know, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and a couple others did do a cameo, but we're talking about which ones do you think would actually go well if the series kind of united for a little bit. And that can go to games or comics. Let us know which ones you think would make great ones.
Yeah.
Also, tune in next week and be awesome.
Yeah.
Until next time, I'm Zero.
I'm Kowai Yume.
Later.
I swear I'm annoying as crap when I say